Hi, hello there. Welcome to another episode of OC Ramblings. This isn't the one that I promised everyone. This isn't the Sky one. What's going on? I gave up. I just don't feel the passion that I did for her anymore. And also, I kind of maybe lost the subscription for the editing program I was making the video in, but that doesn't really matter. Today I just wanted to go through all of my fursonas, because I have multiple for a reason. Just go through all of them and explain a little bit of lore. And I thought it would be something really fun to do is afterwards I go through which fursuit maker, if I could get a fursuit of this character, which maker would I ask? Because I think that would be really cool. So first off, let's start with Sage. let's start with me. This guy. Look at her! Look at her go! Look at her little tail! The tail's name is Frank, by the way. This is Frank. Frank, say hello. Beautiful. Anyway, this is Sage. She's my main Sona. She's actually a Pomeranian. I don't know how well that was shown. I did update the design a little bit to give her the neck floof thing, but I'm too lazy to update all of my little PNGs. I'm too lazy. So in my furry lore, they all live on this planet called Tava and stuff like that, and each furry is born with a power unique to them. And Sage's one is basically she can invent anything, and that's her power. Basically think of Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. She can make all sorts of gizmos and gadgets and stuff, but then when it comes to actual critical thinking and things, she's very scatterbrained. Just like me, for real. Yeah. Apart from that, she's just me but dog. And also Frank's there. Frank is Sage's conscience and gives her all of this sort of advice, and usually she just ignores it. Because why would she listen? Why would I listen to you, Frank? Stop being a pessimist. Yeah, but they love each other. Sage, age-wise, is maybe around my age, so early 20s, late teens. And for some reason, her body just never matured past a certain point. It might have been a gadget gone wrong or something. That's probably what it was. I don't know. Because in person, there are so many, friends of mine who've known me for multiple years and thought I was 12. And then I say my actual age and they go, "Oh, I thought you were way younger." Yeah, so that's something silly. I do actually have a Sage head. I am considering pulling it out at a point in time and making a little video and sharing my thing of unboxing it. This is probably just me complaining, but the box is really big and really bulky, and it sits at the top of my cupboard, and I keep risking crushing myself every single time I pull it out. And it's an absolute pain to get back in there because the lid likes to spring open and get stuck on the roof. And it has the exact same problem when I pull it out too, and it grrr. Grrr. But yeah, that's Sage, but yeah. I don't think I have any photos of the suit on me, but that's fine. Next up is Orion. This is what he looks like. There they are. Orion is just me when I'm done with everything, basically. They don't give a shit anymore. I just want the day to end, please. Orion's ability, cause like he has the third eyes and I'm an idiot, is that like he can look a few minutes into the future once per day. He tries to use it sparingly, but like, as I said, he's done with the world most times, so if he doesn't want to trip on anything or stuff like that, maybe use it to get a load ticket last minute. I am making a Orion mask that I am planning on using for like any videos that require my human face. Because again, until I can figure out a better thing to do with the Sage box, I'll be using that. The mask is like a 3D print file. I forgot who made it, but it's on Thingiverse. I might pop that up right now though. There it is. This is the person that made the base. It says like snake on it, but honestly I see goat. But that just might be me. I feel like it is actually meant to be furred, but I decided not to. If I had an actual suit or partial, probably by Megiriwa Cosplay, if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Because they do pretty cool stuff. And I feel like that would be cool, yeah. Or Fuzzbutt if they're still doing stuff, but I think they just make 3D print files now. Next up is Junkie. Junkie is like a rat-goat hybrid. Top half rat, bottom half goat. Call it a roat or a grat, I don't know. I like rote better. When figuring out my identity, I guess, and stuff, I sort of made Junkie to like figure it all out, like when I first learnt about like LGBT stuff. I was never really taught that stuff was bad, and then it happened, and then some like family members at gatherings and stuff said it was bad, so then I said it was bad, and then I decided actually no, screw you. And then I sort of just like, at the time I also got bored and just like saw this cool base and went, ooh, I'm gonna do something with that. And then I made Junkie. And so just like me exploring that. Because I think like at the start I made it so Junkie was like non-binary and then also trans. I'm not really trans myself, but like demigender, and I did also sort of change Junkie into I transed Junkie the other way for like a bit. And used him as a way to figure out that for a little bit, and then I stopped because I didn't really like it. Well, not that I didn't like it, just After that, I changed Junkie back because I kind of felt bad, because like I had this habit of like trying to figure out the dead name of trans people because I thought it would be polite to like call them by both names. I didn't know that was bad. And then I did, and then I felt bad about Junkie, so I changed them back. Yeah. I still really like her. I feel like at the moment Junkie is like gender fluid maybe. Probably. But yeah, this is the trans immersions fursona, I guess. Just like figuring out myself with the stupid rat goat. Junkie's ability is that they can basically turn almost any sort of like recyclable into a really cool like outfit or accessory. Basically. So like you give Junkie like a bottle cap and then they turn it into like this really cool necklace somehow. Or like the tabs on like soft drink cans, and then those are turned into like earrings and things like that. Like you give Junkie a plastic bag and then next time you see it, it was turned into like a really cool crop top somehow. I guess I was sort of like inspired by upcycling and things, because I used to like watch Dirt Girl a lot and they had stuff like that. And also like there's these toys that like say they're made out of milk bottle tops and things, and I thought that was really cool. And like sometimes you get like bags that say this is made out of recycled plastic, like fabric bags, and I thought that was really cool. Yeah. If I had a suit of Junkie, I feel like Sky High Studios? Maybe? I feel like that would be good makeup for a Junkie suit, but I don't really know, honestly. Next up we have Pesticide. Very much inspired by Beetlejuice. I think it was like this is the part where I started slowly turning into a theater kid. This is where it began. Like I found an OC animatic with like Say My Name, and then I really liked it, and then I looked up the musical and I found out about it and like watched a recording on YouTube. RIP to the slime tutorial. Yeah, but I am actually going to go see it in May, and I have like this whole outfit prepared. Yeah. I lost my train of thought, no! No! Yeah, I got inspired by Beetlejuice, and Pesticide is actually like this original species called Admiraptors, and they're like these like raptors with clear watery liquidy bits. That's what's on the chest, and also like parasites on the back. Pesticide's parasite is called Otho, and it's like a symbiotic sort of thing. They like leech off of each other. The parasites get the nutrients from Admiraptors, and as a result, Admiraptors almost become immortal, almost. They live for thousands of years. Yeah. And the clear liquid is like a result of it. It's like magic and stuff. If I had a suit of Pesticide, I would absolutely have one made by Beauty of the Base. That would be amazing. Slight mini tangent, and I feel like if Base ever heard this somehow, they would be kind of somewhat annoyed, because there are a lot of like things of please don't associate me with this anymore. Is that Beauty of the Base is how I found out about the Smiler, like that roller coaster with like all of the lore and stuff in the England. Yeah. But yeah, I love I love base. Look! Look! Look at that! But yeah, the beauty of the base suit for pesticide would be really cool. I feel like for like the liquidy bits, cause I do have like another Sona who has a similar thing going on. I feel like for the liquidy bits would probably use like a tool or something. Tool. Or like that iridescent film stuff. You can get that as a fabric too and could probably use that, maybe? But I'm not really sure. Yeah. I guess this is a slight segue to the other Sona that I just mentioned, with a similar clear thing going on. This is Betty Bye. Betty Bye is more or less the comfort fursona. Yeah. They're also original species, an open species called Charmies. And they have like little clear bits and you can basically put anything in there. And they have like magic and stuff like that, and I'm fairly certain the rules have changed a bit. What makes a charmy is the clear bit and the little charm on their chest, which usually signifies like what's inside the clear bit as well, and like the little cheek spots, and that's about it. But yeah, Betty Bye's special power is basically, he's a sandman, yeah. Dream sheep. he's like a sandman sheep. Yeah, I guess it's mostly like, cause I suffer from insomnia a little bit, and, I don't know, it's the same reason I like Jigglypuff, honestly. Capable of lulling me to sleep almost instantly, and like Betty Bye has this power where he can turn into like a little plush toy, and if you snuggle him while he's a teddy, he can like enter your dreams and chase away nightmares and stuff. It's, like I said, it's the comfort fursona, yeah. And sometimes I like turn into Betty Bye when I'm sleepy. Yeah. No thoughts, head empty. Just wanting to make others happy. Yeah. If I ever had a suit of Betty Bye, it would be by Sky High Studios again. I feel like Sky would do really good with making a Betty Bye suit, probably. And I suppose it's on to the final one. This is Bedlam. I'm sure you've seen them before. They did go through like a little change, but I've never really been happy with Bedlam's design, honestly. Something is always off, but I can never pin it. And there's like so many different iterations, and I feel like it would be funny if every single iteration was canon and they just like switch out their form every now and again, because they can do that. Because Bedlam's power is, I can bend reality. Yippee! Yippee! Bedlam's power is bending reality to their will, because why the fuck not? This is Bedlam. There they are. They can bend reality. Stupid little silly creature of chaos that wants to turn the whole world into a game. I honestly should just make an entire video where I ramble about Bedlam because I have so many thoughts. And I just talk non-stop about this idiot anyway. I'm not gonna do a if I had a fursuit of Bedlam thing because I feel like no matter which maker I show Bedlam to, I feel like the maker would just kill themselves on the spot. They would rather die than make that. Very complex design. Well, in like a fashion sort of standard. And like I'm already fairly plump myself, but like I feel like extra padding would be needed for it too. And like how do you get the other arm? Do you have to do like fishing line or something? And like the face, what is that hair? You know? Yeah. Yeah, and that tail would be an absolute nuisance to have. Honestly, you could like hold that up with like fishing line too. To like have it defy gravity a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. I don't really think I've seen many fursuits doing that, honestly. But yeah. That's all of my fursonas. I hope you enjoyed this OC ramblings. I'm not gonna do what I did with the candy one with like a whole bunch of art at the end, or the Forbidden Sky one, Lost Media. Honestly, like I can still export it. No, it's already been exported, I'm pretty sure. Cause like I had it as like a work in progress that I sent it to a friend, I'm pretty sure. So I could I could post it online. I'm just not gonna edit it. Maybe. But yeah. See ya, I guess.